20,759 days. One more day since the first video that we made. We're in a little bit of a different location now. We're outside. Yeah, we didn't want to be in the garage anymore. Hopefully we'll do this when it's not so late, so they won't have like this weird like lighting situation. Like I'm under a street light right now, like look at that. Like, but I needed to be able to do this. Like it's super late. It's like almost midnight, and I'm gonna upload this thing and put it up. But it was a really productive day. A lot of crazy stuff happened today, but I learned a couple valuable lessons. And it got me thinking about something that I wanted to talk with, like to remember, and I wanted you guys to know too, that this idea that like you're better than you know, like you're good enough. Like so many people think what they do and themselves aren't good enough, that they're not interesting, that they can't make good videos, that like what's in their head just like isn't gonna work. Like the location that they're in doesn't matter, like no one else is going to want to watch. But your unique perspectives, your personality, your location, your family, that is all so unique. Like that is all so unique that, you know, speak your truth. Like you are good enough. And that's something I had to remind myself like today. And it's funny, this is gonna be like a little bit of inception, but after I made the video last night, and even after I pushed it live, like I was like thinking to myself, I was like, this is the most boring thing in the world. Who's gonna wanna watch this and why? And I was feeling a little bit self-conscious about it, so I sent it around to, you know, Cougs and Jivy and Mighty Goat, you know, my dad, asked my wife to watch, and then Ben Haggerty said, you know, what do you guys think? And you know, those are a core group of people I know that are going to tell me, you know, what they think, and they're not going to sugarcoat it. And they all responded really, really well. And then, you know, there's some comments too here on, you know, the channel about some positive, and you know, I'm still second guessing whether this is 100% something that I want to do every single like day in that way. Like I feel like I need to amp up quality a little bit, but I can't stop. Like I can't let that hold me back. I just need to keep doing it. So under the street light at midnight, we're doing this journal, this video journal, and I'm trying to tell myself I am good enough. My thoughts and everything that naturally just comes to me is good enough, and hopefully you guys think so too. Another thing that randomly came up today, I was talking about like the power of this, the power of the phone, and a couple people are asking me, like, what camera do you use, Frisk? Like I need to go get a camera. And I was like, what do you have right now? And they're like, oh, well, this, that. And I was like, well, what version of iPhone do you have? And they were like, well, I have the new iPhone, I have iPhone X. And I was like, oh my God, like that is the best camera. You don't even need to go get this camera. I'm using a G7X right now. I really like it. And that's just probably something I'm gonna use for a while. But you don't need to go buy it because your iPhone is now good enough. Like 4K, 120 frames per second, in-image video stabilization. You got portrait mode, you know, for taking pictures. Like you wouldn't even tell the difference. Like I was talking to, you know, Fuzzy about it, and you know, he's been shooting stuff with his iPhone and no one knows the difference. And so you know, it's completely like, it's like irrelevant. You know, actually, now I'm thinking about this, like I'm gonna kind of walk, I think. And actually no, because it's gonna get too dark, so let's actually go back. But anyways, yeah, because I want you to be able to see me while I'm under the street light. But yeah, so, you know, that happened. Also, when it comes to work, you know, this is day 2 back, like Tuesday back after a long break. We're doing a lot of planning for the next year, strategic planning for the next year, talking about games, talking about what we're going to do, talking about our brands and what we should do. And I think one of the biggest things that stood out is that people are starting to take notice of creators, more than like I anticipated. I thought it might be harder for to sell in here and there, but I think people are kind of noticing the power of people who create, and just like how much influence they actually have. And so it's going to be an interesting year. It's going to be a cool year to talk about that stuff. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to share with you guys. I'll do what I can, to explain it. But I think the key thing to think about is when you're going through this moment, like for me, when I'm trying to think forward and like plan strategically about how we might do something like way in the future, it's really about problem solving. It's about there's a problem every individual brand or product has to solve when you're in marketing, or if you're trying to do any type of storytelling. And as soon as you find that that problem, you got to ask yourself the why. Like, why is this a problem? Why does it need to be solved? And you have to do it like at a molecular level, like over and over and over again, so you can't ask why anymore to truly uncover that truth. And then when you have that truth, then you can start to talk about how you're going to solve that problem. So let's talk about goals a little bit. So I've many various different goals, and that's obviously a part of journaling as it pertains to being a creator. Like on this channel, like I'm hoping that and I've wrote this down, I want to be able to outpace the M.Frisk channel. So a year from today, I hope to have more than 10,000 subscribers, maybe even 20, but who knows. So I'm gonna say double. I'm gonna say double the subs, double the views. So that's 20,000 subscribers and 2 million views on January 9th, 2019. So we're gonna remember that. You guys remember it too. Secondly, goals for the M.Frisk channel, 10x. We're talking 10x goals there. This time, right now we've got 11,200 subscribers. A year from now, 100,000 and 10 million views. So that's going to be difficult, but that's all part of goal setting. 10x goal setting is a thing that you've got to do. It's a thing that I do, and that's just for views and subscriber count. There's all these other goals, like personal goals, that I want to get into. I actually think I'm going to maybe talk about that tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to talk about landmark. We're going to talk about goal setting in the 7 equities. Mind, body, spirit, friends, family, money, career, and be able to look at a 3 to 5 and 10-year goal for each of those things, and be able to write them down and like positive affirmation, like be able to put it out in the world, like I am going to do this in all of those areas. If you do that and you say it and recite it over and over again, which is really valuable for like a thing like this, like a video journal, instead of writing it, I'm actually like saying it to the camera. I'm telling you, which also creates this like level of accountability that I'm telling you I'm going to hit this. And I hope if I don't hit it, you guys all come back to this video and call me out. But if I actually achieve it and beat it, that's gonna be another story. So I think in the next one we'll talk about that goal setting. There's also some other random stuff that I had to kind of deal with today that I can't really talk about until a little bit later. Those are exciting things to bring up. But as they come up, I'll share it with you guys as soon as I can talk about it, meaning that once it's out in the world, I will talk about it. And we're going to be in all these different locations for each of these. Like each day we'll probably be in a different spot talking about a different thing, and I'll try and do them in places that are interesting. So I go to Spain in 2 weeks, I will do it every day somewhere in Spain. If I'm in Minneapolis for Super Bowl, I will try and do it then. I might introduce other characters too. I haven't decided but you know, who knows. So I hope this went okay. Hope this is as interesting, if not better, than the one yesterday. But 20,759 days left. It's been a good one. On to the next one. Let's get it.